What's up, Cowboys Nation? Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you. The Dallas Cowboys win another Thanksgiving game, taking down their rivals, the Washington Commanders, beating them 45-10. Let's talk about it.
Prescott, touchdown. Throw, look at middle, smacked again by Parsons again. CD Lamb, was he down? They say no for now, and he's into the end zone.
Once again, happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you. I will try to make this video brief because I know we all have plans, but the Dallas Cowboys win 3 in a row, defeating their rivals. And for me, I feel like this rivalry is more of a rivalry than the Cowboys and Eagles right now. I grew up with the Cowboys and the Redskins. I know Redskins, but I grew up with the Redskins, and that was a rivalry to me. So every time we play Washington, I want to beat Washington. Now the newer rivalry is for the newer fans is really the Cowboys and the Eagles, as it should be. But Dallas and Washington, Thanksgiving, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. But Cowboys were rocking their throwbacks, my favorite jerseys that they ever wear. I love them every time they wear them. I'm so glad they made a comeback last year. But Cowboys win, man, and this was such a fun game. Be sure to like and subscribe because we're going to talk about it here. First off, let's talk about the thing that I'm not even going to wait. Daron Bland sets the NFL record for most pick sixes in a single season. Wow, what he's doing this season is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen anything like. I mean, we've never seen anything like it. It's an NFL record, never been done before in NFL history. So let's take a moment, recognize that, appreciate it. I'm always posting highlights, so you can check me out on TikTok, Instagram, even on my shorts that I post here on YouTube. I will be posting that pick six, and obviously the pick sixes that he's collected throughout the year, just incredible. I say this every single time there's an interception to report with Daron Bland. The NFL messed up when they allowed the Dallas Cowboys to draft Daron Bland, and he is making them pay. And just, I think it's sweeter, too, for us Cowboys fans, because obviously when Trayvon Diggs is my favorite player on the Cowboys, when he went down, it was so depleting, man. It was just like your heart sunk. He just got the extension, and we know Bland's really good. We knew it from last season, but now we're just thinking, what if? Like, what's going to happen? So for Daron Bland to pick up and just step into that role and be incredible, excellent, has been ridiculously awesome to see as a fan. And that, I mean, what a Thanksgiving game, man. Like, the entertainment was all there. I know it's the game of football, but I mean, it was all there. The touchdowns, the defense, Dolly Parton, it was all there, man. Like, Thanksgiving, the spectacle of the Cowboys, this was the game. Last year, we were kind of stressing because the Giants were up in the first half, but this one, man, like, this had everything. This was such a good time. I mean, Jerry Jones, he's going to sleep well tonight. Like, he put on a show tonight for all the fans, and that was just absolutely incredible. And I do got to pat myself on the back. I did no work with that pick six, but if you guys watched my pregame prediction video, and I know you guys did, so I appreciate you for that. I'm thankful for that. But I did call it. I put in my predictions. I said, I think it's the night. I think he's going to do it. And he did exactly that. Of course, I had no contribution in that. He did obviously all the heavy lifting on that one, and that was all to him. I was calling a hot hand. I was rocking with the hot hand. Speaking of hot hands, we got to talk about Dak Prescott. This man is the most valuable player in the NFL right now. There is just no contest. There's no quarterback that you can throw out there. Lamar Jackson, yeah, you could sit down and we could have an argument and we can have a discussion, rather so, about Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott. But what Dak Prescott is doing ever since that 49ers game is absolutely ridiculous on the stat sheet. And tonight he continued it, and I told you, if you tuned into my pregame prediction video and you watch him, I told you, I said, watch out. If there was a game to do it, America's watching. He's wearing the throwbacks. It's against Washington. He's never lost at home to the Washington football team, and he did it. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. All hail number 4. Respect needs to be given. Cowboy fans, just appreciate the good quarterback play that we have right now. And if for some reason you have some bone to pick right now, it is not the time and place. He's playing really well, and it's been a while since we've seen this high caliber of a quarterback play right here. But I mean, 4 touchdowns. 0 interceptions. Last week, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Against the Giants, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. The Eagles, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. The Rams, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. And the Chargers, he had 2 touchdowns. 1 was the passing and 1 was the running. But if I'm doing my math right, 5, 8, 12, 14, 18. 18 passing touchdowns and 2 interceptions in the past 6 weeks for Dak Prescott. That is MVP status. And that's not even all of his touchdowns because he had 2 rushing touchdowns on top of that. So 20 total touchdowns and only 2 turnovers. Are you kidding me? He is playing lights out. There is no other discussion, argument out there right now that you can tell me that there is not a better, most valuable player to his team in the NFL than Dakota Prescott for the Dallas Cowboys. Defensive Player of the Year, we can have that discussion, but this is ridiculous. I've been acclimating to this. I've been increasing with engaging this conversation each and every week, and I've been trying my best to resist from it. But he did it tonight. And you can argue, but he doesn't do it against the bad teams, or he doesn't do it against the good teams. He did. The Eagles are 9-1. He did it just a couple of weeks. He threw over 370 yards and 3 touchdowns. There's just no argument anymore. He's playing so well, and he's playing at the best moment. And I love what Zach Martin said. Oh, crap. And I love what Zach Martin said during the week. He said that this is where real football starts. This is where the season starts here after Thanksgiving. So this is the confidence that this team needs going into a really harsh schedule, because you got the Seahawks, who are playing here in an hour. You got the Eagles again at home. You got the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. You got the Dolphins in Miami. Then you got Detroit. Then you got Washington. Right now, and I'm saying right now, hear me out, and my lawyer's going to help me with the wording of this statement. Dak Prescott is MVP right now, as of week 12, as in 7:05 Central Standard Time on November 23rd, Thanksgiving. Can it change when we get to week 17? But he set the foundation. I've been telling you guys, if he has the foundation, if he can build on that and have a couple of good flashy games, he's built the foundation. And I tell you guys this. You guys got to tune in the pregame prediction, because I told you this. If he can build a foundation, which he did, and then have a couple of these standout games, he's built a really good resume, so that if he can get some really good wins and play really well against these teams coming up, there's no other choice than to make this conversation legitimate. But anyways, enough about Dak Prescott. We got to move on with this pregame prediction, this postgame reaction video, because I know you got Thanksgiving. I know you got leftovers to get to. But Tony Pollard, we got the running game going. 13 carries, 79 yards. He even got a tutty. He got a touchdown inside the end zone. So I was super happy to see that. Rico Dowdle had a touchdown, caught one on that screen. And remember those times when the Cowboys couldn't run any screen plays successfully? But now here we are. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Brandon Cooks, 4 receptions, 72 yards, a touchdown, had that really fantastic play. If it wasn't for the Daron Bland play, I probably would have chose that Brandon Cooks touchdown in that first half as the play of the game. It was great. Dak extending the play, looking down the field, and CeeDee Lamb ran a great route for his touchdown. 4 receptions for 53 yards. Didn't have the 100-yard game, but Dak spread the ball around, man. Look, I'm going to count it out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different receivers that Dak Prescott in this offense got the ball to. Hats off to Dak, obviously, but also Mike McCarthy for getting everyone involved, especially Kevontae Turpin getting in on the fun today. Had 1 catch for 34 yards for that 1 touchdown. Just an incredible showing from everyone today. Jalen Brooks had that insane catch in the first half. And you talk about this defense just picking up right where it left off. I had predicted 4 sacks. I believe that's actually what they got, because Dante had the half sack. Micah had 1.5. Jonathan Hankins had 2 sacks. So, yeah, that's 4 sacks. So, and I had predicted 3 interceptions, but I'm totally fine with just the 1 interception being a pick 6. So, I did pretty fairly well with my predictions this week on a short week in the short turnaround. But the Cowboys picked up right where they left off. There was really no moment. I mean, there's a couple of drives there where it was coming like, let's get going. Come on, let's get this ball going and stop playing with our food here. But finally, they got it going. And, no sacks allowed. Another great great game from this offensive line. They did not control the time of possession, but the Commanders did, 36 minutes, but they only scored 10 points. Kind of reflected of what they did last week, having 9 sacks against the Giants, but ultimately losing the game. Just a lot of dysfunction going on in Washington, and I hate to say it, but, do they let Rivera, finish out the season, or, is this it? But that's all I got to say, man. What a great game. The Cowboys win 3 in a row. Going back 3 weeks ago, I said the Cowboys should win this stretch of games. It should be a win against Carolina, a win against New York, and a win against Washington. And now the season picks up. But this is good. This is good. You need confidence. And I say this all the freaking time, man. Good teams take care of the teams that they should. Great teams do it on a consistent basis. And at this point of the season, if you want to check out my season prediction video back in May when the season released, I said that at this point we were going to be 9-2. Right now we're 8-3. The only one that threw me for a loop right here is obviously the Arizona game. So the Cowboys are picking up right where they left off. I think this defense needs to play a little bit better, unbiased and realistically. I know they only allowed 10 points there, but the Commanders moved the ball pretty well against them. Granted, they do have Eric Bieniemy, who's a fantastic offensive coordinator and should be a head coach in this league, but the Cowboys need to tune up a little few things right there. But this is what you need, confidence, and they continue that dominance at home, and they got 2 more home games after this. They remain undefeated at home, and now you take on the Seahawks next Thursday. Then you got the Eagles on the Sunday after that. So, and that's a longer week. That's our mini bye because we play the Seahawks next Thursday, and then we play the Eagles on the Sunday after. So we get extended rest preparing for that game. So a lot of great things to be excited for. This is a great place in the season for the Dallas Cowboys, but that is it for me. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the rest of my Thanksgiving as you guys do as well. I'm super, super thankful for each and every one of you, whether you discovered me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, somewhere. I'm super thankful for each and every one of you and what you guys have given me the past couple of seasons, especially this season with us growing so well. So I'm super thankful for each and every one of you. Don't ever forget that. I will say thank you every single video, and I'm pretty sure I do. But you enjoy your Thanksgiving, enjoy your holidays, enjoy the win, and go Cowboys, and I'll see you guys next video.
Prescott.